was 18 years old when I went down to Dublin with a fistful of money and a carload of dreams. Take your time, said me father, stop rushing like hell, and remember all's not what it seems to be. Sure, there's fellas who'd cut you for the coat on your back, the watch that you got from your mother. So take care, my young bucko, and mind yourself well. Will you give this wee note to my brother? At the time, Uncle Benji was a policeman in Brooklyn. My father, the youngest, looked after the farm. When a phone call from America said send a lad over, sure me old fella said it wouldn't do any harm. For I spent my life working this dirty old ground for the few pints of porter and the smell of a pound. And sure, maybe there's something you'll learn or you'll see if you can bring it back home and make it easy on me. So I landed at Kennedy and a big yellow taxi carried me and my bags through the streets and the rain. Well, me poor heart was thumping all around with excitement, and I hardly even heard what the driver was saying. We pulled in the Shore Parkway through the flatlands of Brooklyn to my uncle's apartment on East 53rd. I was feeling so happy, I was humming a song, and I sang "You're as free as a bird." Well, to shorten the story, what I found out that day was that Benji got shot down in an uptown foray. And while I was flying my way to New York, poor old Benji was lying in a cold city morgue. Well, I phoned up the old fella and I told him the news. I could tell he could hardly stand up in his shoes, and he wept as he told me to go ahead with the plan, and you're not to forget to be a proud Irishman. So I went down to Nellie's beside Fordham Road, and I started to learn about lifting the load. But the heaviest thing that I carried that year was the bittersweet thought of my hometown so dear. I went home that December 'cause the old fella died. Had to borrow the money from a fella on the side, and all the bright flowers and brass couldn't hide the poor wasted face of my father. We sold up the old farmyard for what it was worth, and into me bag I stuck a handful of earth, and I boarded a train and I caught me a plane, and I found myself back in the US again. It's been 22 years since I've stepped foot in Dublin. My kids know to use the correct knives and forks, but I'll never green grass and the rivers as I keep law and order on the streets of New York. Now